Hey dreamers, this is Jade. Welcome back to my channel. I am here for another One Piece journal session, which I'm very excited about. I'm getting this stuff down. We are still in the Wano arc. It is a very long arc, which I didn't mind because I enjoyed every minute of it. It was so good. And it's just like the brilliance of Oda to continue to make these very interesting, engaging, enthralling arcs. And this body of work has been spanning what, 25 years now. Like, can you imagine going 25 years with something, and it just seems to get better and better, and I am freaking amazed. Anyway, this will be my last journal session for One Piece in this year, 2024. I do plan on continuing in 2025 in my One Piece Hobonichi that I picked up this year, so I can't wait to get into that. And what I think that I'm going to do is, well, I know for certain that I'm just going to start the anime. Although I have recently started over and I'm in the middle of it. I'm going to start it all the way over again from the beginning. I may try to post in the community tab if I remember how to use it, like what episodes I plan on watching for the week, in case there's anybody out there that wants to try to watch it with me, and we can like discuss once I'm doing these or whatever. Or if you have any comments that you want to leave in the comment section, you can do that. That would be fun. But anyway, yeah, I do plan on continuing in January. I'm going to start over from the beginning of this, and I think what I'm going to do is try to set aside one day during the course of the week to make sure I'm gathering all the pictures that I'm going to need for each journal session weekly. And I think that will help streamline this a little better, make sure I'm getting all my images saved and then also printed and cut, so when I'm ready to sit down and journal, I can just do that and I don't feel so overwhelmed and I don't get so behind at once. So we'll see how that works out. That's my preliminary plan for this journal. So we'll in continuing this journal, so we'll see how it goes. There are other weeks that I have watched that could go in this, but I've decided that I'm just going to end it here since I'm planning on starting over in 2025. So yeah, anyway, and what's brilliant about this, what I'm looking forward to about this the most, is that I have been through having had completed most of One Piece anime. I did stop in the middle of Egghead Island because the dub hadn't caught up yet, so I need to finish that. However, I'm mostly caught up and haven't had finished it for the most part. What I love is in rewatching it now, there are things that are happening that it's just clicking in my head, like, oh, okay, so now this makes sense from something that I've seen later in the anime. Then it's like so much foreshadowing of what's going on. Specifically, there's this one thing. I just got through the Skypiea arc, and so they've landed in the naval base, but during the Skypiea arc, they were given a history of like the big bad in that one, and there was something that they said that my mind just clicked. I was like, what? I was like, aha. And it relates back to a villain, one of the villains, I'm doing that in quotation marks, in the Wano arc. And I'm like, okay, that sheds a lot of light on something that they said about him. And I don't want to say it just because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. I'm going to try not to anyway. But come January, I don't know. It may be spoilery, and if it is, then I'll try to like put a notice on it so you'll know that I'm about to spoil something or whatever. So in case you want to watch it and you don't want spoilers, because I'm kind of that girl myself. But anyway, so yeah, just Oda is just, I mean, to have this great body of work spanning 25 years and he's still going, and it's still the most popular anime and manga. It's like, it's amazing. It's truly amazing, and I get it now. Like, I totally get it, and I am so thankful for them having made the live action One Piece back in September of last year, because otherwise it would have taken many more years for me to discover this. And this is probably my favorite story ever. Like, Game of Thrones used to be up there. I love Game of Thrones, don't get me wrong, but that last season was crap. So it kind of put me off of it, even though it was brilliant. It was brilliant for like the first few seasons, the first 6 seasons. But yeah, then it just kind of went downhill. I was like, what is, like, to take such a beautiful body of work and just tank it? It just really pissed me off. So I'm hoping it doesn't happen with this. But so far, even though it hasn't taken me 25 years to get through it, this has been going on for 25 years, and it just gets better. For me, it just gets better and better, and I'm just like, what are we doing? So yeah. Anyway, so there's this part in Wano when Luffy, they finally reach the roof, and like the way it is, it shows Luffy. It was just iconic. I was like, yes, and he reminded me so much of Shanks in this imagery here. And then what I really love about the Wano arc is you can actively see him growing and changing and learning. I physically saw his body change, and then you could see the same thing with Zoro, him learning basically mid fight, like how to really do things. Sanji as well. It's just like a lot of growth with the characters, and them also, like, it's just an automatic trusting between all of them. It was beautiful. I loved it so much. Anyway, so yeah, just continuing on. Now I will say here, I accidentally did not watch on Tuesday, but didn't realize that I wasn't paying attention to my notes. So I accidentally continued on writing in Tuesday, and so Sunday will be blank, but it's perfect because it gives me room to fill up other stuff that I want to get down, because it is a little crowded. And that's another thing that I think I'm going to have to try to figure out for next year, is to limit myself on the amount of pictures that I print out per episode, so it's not as crowded as it is. Can I talk? So it's not as crowded as it is here now. So I mean, I like this. I love the way it looks when it's all done. But I do enjoy the way it looked when I kind of first started, where it was bigger pictures. The pictures were bigger. The writing was a little bigger and stuff like that. And it filled out nicely. So I just need to do a better job of really narrowing down the pictures that I want to use and limiting myself, because here I'm just trying to put everything in there, and that's not gonna work. So yeah, really love that. So that is basically my plan for next year, and I'll probably go through this again when I do my Techo Kaigi or journal lineup for 2025, because I rarely use planners. I do have to use one coming up for a few weeks at least, with some appointments that I have. But again, I'll go through that, but it probably won't last that long. So anyway, I am rambling now. If you have any comments or questions about anything, please leave those below. I trust that you all have been safe and well, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.